my first tutorial, I'm going to show you guys some basic stuff. In the editor, it lets you place a total of 1,000 objects, but there's also a file size limit. So every time you place an object, it takes up space. Depending on the rotation angle and where it's at, like the X, Y, Z coordinates, it takes up more space. So if you have a lot of objects that are lined up the same or rotated the same, your map will take up less space and you'll be able to place more. So if you see on Crazy Horse, I copied this a lot. It's all lined up on the same line, so it takes up less space. And all these are rotated the same, so it takes up less space too. Now, even in the trees in the back, I just copied this over and over, so they're all lined up. The dust on the top did the same thing. Just got this, copied it, dragged it like that. So I'm at 1,000 objects, and even if I try to place one more, see the room complexity goes up. No matter where I take this, I can't place anything. So when you're making a map, it's good to just copy things. Make sure everything's lined up. Because even if it's a little bit off, you drag it back like that, it'll take up a lot more space. That's pretty much what I did here. Here's another example. If you see in my gutter track, you see all the trash around, it looks like it's randomly rotated. But what I really did, I just copied it, like this tire right here, I copied it, dragged it a little further down. As long as you keep it rotated the same, you'll save a lot of space. If you look around the track, you can see I did that with a lot of stuff, like these pipes right here, and these barrels. If you look at this one, I copied it, took it right over there. And you'll be able to place a lot more objects the more you do this. It doesn't have to be just left and right, it can be up and down or back and forth. You can see these metal plates, I just copied these and brought them back a bit. But if you're just randomly rotating everything and randomly placing it, your tracks are going to be pretty short. The wall blocks take up space too, and it depends on the shape of your room. If you make a big square room like this, it won't take up much space at all. So if you're not going to use it much, it's good to do that. Here's a little trick I learned. Let's say you're making a track and you want to copy these three objects right here and make a little landing ramp. You want to keep it lined up horizontally. See that you can't really flip it around because these circles are all misaligned or whatever. So what I learned to do, take an object, any object doesn't matter, you place it right here, lock it to the driving line, and you select that one last. You'll see it's straight now, so you can flip it around. Now you see everything's lined up, and take up less space. Alright, here's something you guys might already know, but I'll show you anyway. Let's say you want to glue all of these together. You take this one and click glue to object, and you select this and this. So you can just hold down the left bumper and you can select any part of this. You can move it around. You can see they're still glued together. You press up on the D-pad, click glue to object again. You select these again, you can unglue stuff. That's good to know. If you're moving something around like this, you can hold down the left bumper and then they'll let you move the camera around without unselecting it. Like move over here and then continue dragging it. That's good if you're selecting a bunch of objects and you have to move the camera for some reason and you don't want to select them all again. Alright, that's all for now. If you have any questions, just ask me in the comments. My next tutorial will do some cooler stuff with physics and all that, so if you want to see anything from my tracks, I'll show you how to do it. Just let me know.